Hey guys, Tomboy601, and today we got a very exciting daring game to show off. And beyond that, we have some big news. We have hints at the next update, including 3 legendary ships, 2 of which have been identified. And also, we know the class of the next campaign ship, so I'll go over the possibilities for that. Additionally, announced has been a new collaboration coming for next update, so already we're looking like next update could be a pretty exciting one. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and enjoy this opening little bit of this match. We do have Ship Smasher as our commander, and I hope you guys won't be disappointed with this little opening segment, as we will, I think, get a good chunk of damage. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the news. First off, the collaboration coming to the game is with a metal band called Megadeth. I'll be honest, guys, it's not the kind of music I listen to. Had never heard of them before. I think the important bit is they've created a character called Vic Rattlehead that will be coming to wargaming properties across the wargaming sphere, if you will, i.e. coming to Legends, coming to regular world warships, coming to tanks, all of that good jazz. He's a skeleton man, guys. But what we do know is we will be in this game getting some sort of camo or maybe a unique boat coming to the game. I'll go ahead, pause it. It's clearly an Omaha, though it could be a Marblehead because he's Rattlehead. Get it? Yeah. There's some good punning going on right there. But it looks like we'll have some sort of unique camo for the Omaha. So you'll be mega dead in that because it likes to go boom all the time. So hey, at least there's some new content for the lower tiers. That's the lower tiers. What about the upper tiers? Well, one, we know, thanks to the latest community live stream, that the next campaign ship is going to be a destroyer. So let's go ahead and speculate as to what that destroyer could be. My guess is we're probably looking. My safe bet is probably the Psalm, which is just a Jutland class, but a bit better or a bit different. There's not much, from what I can tell, that's different from it. We've had a couple of meh campaigns, and I could see Psalm being one of them. If they're crazy and want to break the meta of this game, pick is Jaeger. Jaeger is a pan-European torpedo boat, but that's what it is, a torpedo boat. It's probably something like it would be the equivalent of the tier 8 kamikaze. Super concealed, where really its primary weapon and only main weapon is going to be torpedoes, and you do not ever want to rely on its main batteries. And then my personal hope and dream is we get Benham. Yeah, I know you're like, Tommy, we already have Benham, and I want you to know Benham over on regular World of Warships is a tier 9. And they kind of murdered it over here, and I love Benham. So I would love for a redo of Benham. I don't think it's likely, just because we just had an American campaign, and I'm sure they want to choose a different nation. But I would love to see a sort of redo of the Benham. Cool. Awesome. Those are my what could possibly be coming for the campaign ship. Let's now move on to the new legendaries. First, yesterday, we got this little tease showing 2 of the boats, the front half being the destroyer, the back half being the cruiser. And well, if you're a super sleuth, you should be able to determine what these 2 new boats are. The one up in front, that's going to be represented the Holland, i.e. the final of the Pan-European line. If you're unaware of what it's going to be more of the Pan-European line. Fast torpedoes, no smoke, fast reloading torpedoes with low alpha damage, fast firing main guns that have a relative low alpha strike, and let's see what else. Oh, and pretty good AA. All in all, a very fun package, and we will get to enjoy that. After that, the cruiser. Well, if you look at that smokestack, there's only one country that does weird square smokestacks that come back at a 45-degree angle, and that's the French, which means that is Henri the Fourth, the French heavy cruiser. Not gonna lie, kind of was hoping for literally any other of the heavy cruisers, but I'll take it. We'll see what it's like next update. Hopefully it will be a good time. If not, oh well. We'll just have to wait for, I don't know, Hindenburg, Goliath, anything, Bueller, pretty much anything. Anyways, so we have those two, and then the final one is, okay, what is the battleship? Because they said it's going to be basically one of each class. And personally, I think there's two options here. The one I think it's going to be is going to be Vermont. We have all of the other American legendary boats. Vermont would be the capstone, the very end of the Kansas slash the Kansas line, the not the battle cruiser, the dreadnought style American battleship line would be Vermont. I could see them wanting to cap that off with just one boat. The other one I think it could be is Christopher Colombo. What's Christopher Colombo? That's going to be the Italian battleships. We've seen a lot of work coming to them lately, right? We've seen lots of balance changes on them. We've seen a lot of tweaking, and that could mean that they've kind of been extensively looking at that line, and now they are trying to figure out a way to, they were kind of preparing the game, preparing the meta for Christopher Colombo. That's my kind of B option. Those are my two thought processes. Like I said, I have a feeling it will be Vermont, and then they could just like bring in all of the Italian legendaries at one time, because we don't have any of them, and at least two of them. One, I think Christopher Colombo is somewhat wanted, and was it I forget what the Italian heavy cruiser is, but not Napoli, but the other one would be the Italian heavy cruiser is kind of wanted as well. But we will just have to wait and see, because those are kind of the options. Okay, so that's all of the news. Let's get into the game. You may notice we are a bit in desperate straits right now. We do have a good chunk of damage right here. We've activated our sonar because we are trying to screen torpedoes for the Iwami, because, well, he's going to be the one that kind of needs to carry us this. The enemy team has two cruisers. We are not going to be terribly effective against the cruisers. So what can we do? Well, we know the enemy Shimakaze is somewhere. We have the detector, and speaking of that somewhere, he's right there. So let's go ahead and wipe him out with relative ease here. Hopefully. Come on. Oh, taking a little bit more damage than we thought. There we go. Okay, Shimakaze down. Now, the game is all tied up, but we still are at a significant disadvantage. We are going to take shots at the Ibuki here. The reason, well, he's broadside. We have AP, and our AP can do some pretty decent chunks to him as we take a good chunk out of his health. But we are, like I said, we're at a disadvantage. There's two cruisers. Cruisers like to hunt destroyers. We have two destroyers. Rock, paper, scissors wise, we're not doing great. We do have a Yamato that we are going to be able to engage, and that's exactly what we want to do. But sadly, our Iwami goes down. The flooding damage was just too much for our boy. So we are going to do what we can to this Yamato. If you're wondering why I use Grot Maz Smart, you're going to see, or at least hopefully you saw earlier, but if not, I'll walk you through it right here. The fire setting chance ability of Grot Maz is incredible. We get that one fire on Yamato right there, and we're just trying to get him to either A, we get another fire, Hopefully he'll put it out. If not, if he just puts it out there, that's what we want, because now we have the ability to set him on permafire. If we can set a single permafire on him, we should be able to knock him out of the game. And that's why I love Grotmaz. His ability to put fire downrange is absolutely insane. If you time everything correctly, if you do it right, the fire setting chance that you can get, especially in something like the Daring, where you have a very high fire rate to begin, it means you can do some crazy things. Additionally, we are also rocking the reload mod, and the legendary one at that, which means our alpha strikes are even that much more increased. You can see we get the permafire there. We are all set, and now it is just a matter of fleeing the area, trying to get break line of sight with the Yamato, and if we can do that as we pick up the Confederate, there we go. We're up to 4 kills, but we're not in great shape. We don't know. We know from those rounds right there, we know where the Ibuki went, and we don't know whatever this mysterious last cruiser is. And well, it's probably the worst thing it could have been. It's a Des Moines with nearly full health. So, well, at this point in the match, I'll be honest, I'm kind of just Kraken hunting, because we would need to be able to sink both the Iwami and the Ibuki and this Des Moines, and really the only option for sinking the Des Moines at this time would be if these torpedoes hit. And well, hitting cruisers with torpedoes can be a bit of a difficult time, especially when they're nose into you. And well, we're not going to end up spotting the Ibuki anymore, because if you can see, he is actually at A now, removing our last bit of points. We're going to try to tease Des Moines to turn our way into these torpedoes, but you know, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go in our favor. We'll go ahead and pop our smoke to disengage, and then use this to flip around the other direction, try to give him a false heading, and maybe we can go ahead and do something else. Sadly, at that range and at that angle, AP not going to do anything. So we kind of have to try to figure this out. But so far, I have to say, happy with the game as far as what we've done. 4 kills, and we're at like 205,000 damage. Daring, if you haven't researched it, if you haven't played the British destroyers, they are quite a fun line. They're the true hybrids of the game, especially with the sonar. They are just a versatile kind of boat, and they rank up there quite quickly for me, as we kind of lose our eye as to how close this Des Moines is getting, as he definitely noses into our previous position, and we just whatchamacallit, get too close. We'll try out the AP on him, see if we can get any damage, get some decent hits there, but at this point, this match is all but sealed. But guys, what do you think? Did you like this game? What do you think of the news? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, guys, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and well, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.